Hello, boys and girls. Today we will be learning all about healthy food and personal wellness, and how when we do simple things like eating a balanced diet full of fruits and vegetables, whole grains, dairy products, and lean protein, and we exercise and keep our bodies moving, and we practice personal hygiene, all these things can contribute to a healthy life that will allow us to become bigger, stronger, smarter, and overall healthier for the long run. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed that fun and silly song that taught you a little bit about the importance of eating healthy. But first, we're going to discuss the plan for today. And the plan here is that we are going to discuss what a big word called nutrition means and how we can add it into our daily lives so we can grow bigger, stronger, and smarter every single day. We are going to discuss something called My Plate. We are going to meet the 5 main food groups. We are going to do 2 activities. We are going to place food in the correct food group, and we are going to discuss the importance of each food group and how eating a balanced diet can promote and add overall health and personal wellness into your daily lives. So, the definition of nutrition, that big word I talked about before, is how food affects the health of the body. Food is so important that it gives us nutrients for survival and helps the body function and stay healthy. Food is made up of big words called protein, carbohydrates, and fat that not only fuel our bodies, but it also gives us energy and plays important roles in our health. Food is also made up of vitamins and minerals that allow our bodies to function and remain healthy. Now, I know these are all big words, but basically what this means is that when we eat healthy food that are full and jam-packed of important nutrients, we are able to grow bigger, stronger, and smarter every day. And it's important to choose the right foods every single day, and you can do so by following a balanced diet. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed that video and I hope you learned a lot. But now we are going to discuss something called My Plate. And My Plate is an image that you see on the right side of your screen, and it talks about the 5 main food groups. And the 5 main food groups are fruit, vegetables, protein, grains, and dairy. And My Plate teaches young boys and girls like you the importance of eating each of these 5 food groups throughout your day. And it's super important that we try to eat half of our plate being fruits and vegetables. It's important that we choose lean or plant-based protein sources. And when I say lean, I basically mean anything with less fat in it, such as chicken and turkey. And when I say plant-based, I mean any sort of protein that does not come from an animal. So believe it or not, things such as peanut butter, nuts, seeds, and beans are all plant-based forms of protein. And it's important that we make half of our grains whole grains, because whole grains have such good health benefits, especially for our heart. And for dairy, it's important that we try to choose low-fat or fat-free dairy products. So when we add all of these things throughout our day, we are assured that we can grow bigger, stronger, and smarter. So now we're going to do a quick activity that focuses on us placing the correct food group on the right part of the plate. Now, there really isn't a right or wrong answer, but I do want to remind everyone what I taught you just before, in that it's so important that we make half of our plate fruits and vegetables, because these 2 food groups have so many health benefits, and they have so many vitamins and minerals that help our bodies grow and function every single day. So I want you to take some time and look at this blank plate and see if you can place the correct food groups on the plate. Now again, there's really no wrong answer. It's just important for you to know that each food group does have its own place, and it's good to be creative and see what you can come up with. Now on to our next activity. Now we're going to refocus on the 5 main food groups and see if we can come up with 3 different foods that belong in each of these food groups. So for example, if I see the fruit group, I think of an apple. When I see the vegetable food group, I think of a carrot. When I see the protein group, I think of chicken. When I see the grain group, I think of pasta. And when I see the dairy group, I think of milk. So take a few minutes and I want you to think of 3 foods that belong in each of these food groups. Now on to our next activity. Now we're going to refocus on the 5 main food groups and see if we can come up with 3 different foods that belong in each of these food groups. So for example, if I see the fruit group, I think of an apple. When I see the vegetable food group, I think of a carrot. When I see the protein group, I think of chicken. When I see the grain group, I think of pasta. And when I see the dairy group, I think of milk. So take a few minutes and I want you to think of 3 foods that belong in each of these food groups. So just to wrap things up, we're going to go over a quick review about everything we've learned today. So that big word nutrition that we spoke about earlier affects every single person on a daily basis. It affects you, it affects me, it affects everyone around you. Because every time you eat or drink something, you are putting nutrition into your body. And when we eat and drink healthy and nutritious foods and drinks, it's so important for us to choose the right sorts of foods because this helps our bodies grow bigger and stronger. That thing called My Plate that I talked to you about is a helpful way that we can look at a plate and see what we should be eating every single day. And it's good for us to know that the 5 main food groups are what we should be eating. And as a reminder, the 5 main food groups are fruit, vegetables, protein, grains, and dairy. And when we choose the right sorts of foods every single day, this allows our bodies to grow bigger and stronger. And of course, there's other foods out there, such as sweet treats, there's sodas, other things like that. And I like to call those foods sometimes foods. But things such as fruit, vegetables, protein, grains, and dairies are all the time foods or always foods. So it's really important that you choose the sorts of foods that make you feel better every single day. And it's the nutritious foods that we choose that allows our bodies to grow healthier and healthier, because those are the foods that are jam-packed with vitamins and minerals and fiber that are so important for our overall health. And like you watched in the video before, practicing healthy habits overall helps our personal wellness. So not only is it important to eat a nutritious and balanced diet every single day, but it's also so important that we go out and play, we move our bodies, we stay focused in school, we interact with our friends, we do things such as washing our hands after we play, or after we use the bathroom, or after we eat. Things like that really help us stay healthy every single day, because at the end of the day, you want to grow into the biggest and strongest of boys and girls. And by creating these healthy habits, you are one step closer at achieving that. Thank you, boys and girls, for listening to this lesson about healthy food and personal wellness. I hope you learned a lot of things and that you can really create those healthy habits that we talked about so much into your daily lives so that you can feel your best self. If you have any questions, you can let your teacher know, and I'm sure he or she would be happy to answer them for you. Thank you. Stay healthy.